Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of the Sumit Balan Show. So we are coming online after a break, and we have a very beautiful and eminent guest today. She's a highly motivated, energetic yoga instructor, and she has been practicing yoga for the past 15 years. And she teaches people deep knowledge about asanas as well as techniques of relaxation and breathing. Teaching and healing people is her passion, and she specializes in Patanjali yoga courses, Hatha yoga, Iyengar yoga, and she's a trained dancer in various dance forms like Bharatanatyam, semi-classical dance, salsa, regional folk dance, and she has choreographed for weddings and events and has been invited as judge for various dance events and fests. So without further ado, let us welcome the beautiful and energetic Priti Shenoy to the show. Welcome, Priti.
Thank you so much, Sumit,
Yeah.
and Happy New Year to everyone out there.
So tell me a little bit about your new venture, the Ray of Light. So how did it start? How did the idea came up?
Yes, during this lockdown and COVID times, many of my friends started asking me that why don't you teach me yoga, because they were getting quite stressed out and sitting at home doing nothing. So basically, I was against all these things, online classes, and because I have never done online classes personally. So I felt that whenever you do yoga, you need a guru next to you. So, but when I gave another thought that it is prolonging the time, the COVID times is going more further, I started to study deep inside and started practicing with more props at homes, whichever it is available, and made this foolproof plan where nobody will injure themselves and props will be available wherever, whatever they have, with whatever they have. So that's how I started, only with four people, with my friends only, and just conducted this class. And then, of course, with the progress of their health, and they started feeling the same bliss that I feel, I thought that why not give it a try.
But Preeti, is it not a challenge to actually teach yoga online? Because I have been a student. I've been a yoga student as well for some time. But when you teach students online, what are the challenges you face? I mean, yoga requires a teacher to actually correct your poses, and some of the asanas you need an instructor to actually guide you. So, how did you manage it?
Yes, yes. Yes, it was difficult earlier, especially the first and foremost problem was the technical issues and the network issue or all those things. To overcome that only, it took time. But then, as you said, like few asanas, I avoid complicated asanas. So I have based this level one for the beginners batch, where people who don't have any knowledge in yoga, they can do this level, like the beginners batch. And slowly and gradually, I take them to level two, level three, and then level four, like intermediate batch. So I don't directly teach complicated asanas. I teach very minimal action asanas, like stretching exercises. So for that also you need to prepare your body. So I have prepared the stretches whichever anybody can do, like from your like child also can do, to 60-year-old woman also can do. So basically, I made that foolproof plan with along with some pranayamas and meditations. So that is the whole level one or beginners level. And other complications which I felt like challenge is the time, because I used to get even overseas students, international students. So that time gap or that time change also was a challenge for me. I had to keep changing the timings, and also that lack of knowledge in yoga. People usually think that you have to reduce weight and then join yoga to reduce weight, which I feel is totally wrong. As yoga is a slow process, definitely you will reduce weight, but then you have to give time for it. Yoga is all about a journey inside yourself, so you can have a calm mind, and even it's good for your flexibility. So join yoga for all these things rather than losing weight.
So people have this misconception about yoga that if you do yoga for maybe a
Very much.
month or two, you will reduce weight drastically, which is not practical, right? So you
Absolutely.
need to practice it over a period of time, like 6 months or 1 year, to actually get the results,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes, of course. But even in 3 months or 4 months, if you do like engage with your muscles and do the asanas properly, you definitely lose weight. I have people, like I have students who have lost weight.
Oh, wow. That's great. So tell me a bit about the benefits of yoga. I mean, doing yoga for a lifetime. So you've been practicing yoga for quite some time, I think, 10 years or 20 years. So tell me the benefits of yoga and also the meditation part of it as well. The pranayamas and yeah, other, breathing exercises, and also, dhyana and meditation. So tell me more about uh, the benefits of all these activities.
Like I said earlier, yoga is a journey within yourself. So you have to start from the scratch. If you're a beginner, you have to learn from the beginning of the yoga, and that is breathing. First, rectify the breathing technique. I know many people knows, but there is a technique of breathing in yoga. So you have to correct that from the beginning. So after that only, many of the diseases or ailments are caused due to lack of oxygen. How much do we take oxygen in our daily lives? We take rarely take a little bit, like a minute or so, but you have to take ample of oxygen for each and every part of our body. We need that much oxygen. So whenever you're taking deep breath, all your nerves and veins and all, they open up. Like if there are any blockages, they open up and they become clear. So breathing is very much essential for yourself, for your body, for your mind. If you keep breathing, deep breathing especially, it is very good to calm your mind. Now in this COVID case or corona case, we are into lockdown or in this epidemic, people are losing their mind. They are having so much stress, physically and mentally. So that you calm your mind, and you also have that benefit for your inner system when you do yoga, when you work with your muscles, engage with your muscles. So it is good for your organs, like your lung capacity increases. So there are these many benefits if you see in yoga, which you don't even notice, because it's all inside, inner part. So your mind, your body, and soul, everything, improves overall.
So it's a complete package. So breathing is the key in yoga,
Absolutely.
right? So what about the
Yeah.
chakras? And does it actually releases the blockages in the chakras in our body?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course, you have to have that intense knowledge about chakra, and it is not everybody's cup of tea. So that comes in the later stages when you are thorough in your breathing and your postures and meditation. Meditation is very tough. It's like easy to say that I meditate, but it's so tough to sit quiet and close your eyes and without any disturbance, just be with yourself. So once you clear that level, you can go to that chakras level.
My favorite yoga posture is Shavasana. So, I mean, so
Everybody's is.
yeah. So, tell me about your journey as a yoga instructor and as a yoga practitioner. So, when did you start? When did you get interested in yoga? And tell me about your yoga journey.
Yeah. So as you already told that I was into dance, right? So for my dancing skills only, I started the yoga journey of mine, so that I become flexible. For contemporary dancing, you need that flexibility. So for that dance, for the dancing thing, I started yoga. I started Patanjali, and after a year or so, I found that I became really very flexible. Then later on, I went to Isha Foundation for Hatha Yoga.
Mhm.
So when I went there for 8 days, I had to stay there, and there they taught us the Hatha Yoga and meditation and all that type of theory. So from there, my whole concept about yoga changed. From body, it became to mind and soul. So that I got back home and I started practicing. I started feeling the bliss and the goodness of yoga from that point. Later on, I am still actually learning. I'm learning a new type of yoga, that is Iyengar yoga at Yoga Mukti Center. Even there, I saw a different perspective of yoga. It is like with many props he uses, and you actually do the same asana, but you go in another level, totally another level. So your flexibility is improved very much there. So yeah, that's how I started my journey with yoga, and now I started my own online classes like called Ray of Light.
Yeah, it's going great. I mean, you told me about it. So tell me about a little bit about the ray of light and the results obtained by your students. I mean, were they
Oh,
able to?
yes. Initially, I was, as I told you, very, very um, confused whether to do or not. But when I saw one after 1 or 2 months, people are feeling it. Because
Mhm.
online is very difficult, and I had to keep my eye on them, and I kept minimum 10 students so that I can keep personal attention to give personal attention to everybody.
You're a trained dancer in various dance forms, in classical dance and in Latino dance forms as well. So, is it right to presume that yoga and dance are the reasons why you're beautiful, and anybody can actually practice it over a period of time and increases their glow level, that make your skin more glowing and look more healthy and beautiful?
Firstly, thanks for the compliment. And secondly, I feel that the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But when I'm dancing or I'm doing yoga, I'm the happiest. So I feel, happy people are the most beautiful ones. It is the glow that comes within themselves that is seen by other, and it is contagious. I feel, the happiness. So that's what I feel. Happy people are beautiful. So you know what to do, right? To be
Yeah, yeah.
beautiful,
I
do
agree with you. I
yoga,
agree
do
with you.
dancing, do everything you like to do or you love to do.
It actually ignites the happiness inside you, and when you are happy,
Yes,
you look more beautiful and glowing. So, and it is contagious. And once you see a person who is glowing, you also feel happy about it, and you also
yes.
glow. So it's a contagious thing. So that's a great concept. So do you don't you offer these yogas on your classes? You actually modified it a bit to actually fit into the online
Yes.
classes, right? So that people don't get injured while taking classes
Yes,
online.
of course. Yes,
So
yes.
tell us how you mentioned about international students. So how do you get students? Do you do any digital marketing? Are you connected with an agency, or do you get students by word of mouth? How do you actually get students?
Yeah, mostly word of mouth is how I get my students. Plus, every month I prepare this flyer of mine, and in that I'll put whatever, whichever level I'm going to do, what all asanas or Surya Namaskar or whatever I'm going to teach. I just make a small flyer of that, and I post it in my social media like Facebook and Instagram. I have just created a page for Ray of Light. So I post everything there. Social media is the only resource of marketing, and nothing paid, of course.
Okay, so we will give the link of Preeti's Ray of Light website and also her social media link in the link below in the description, so you can actually contact her there. And also one question: what motivates you to actually do different kind of activities like dance, more yoga, and you're also a choreographer. So, what is the motivation factor behind it?
What motivated me earlier is the benefits I got from all these things, like how I feel from within. I feel happy, I feel content, I feel flexible, and I feel more confident or fearless. So that all like feelings I get when I do yoga or dance, and
Okay.
it makes me very happy.
All
Yes.
right. So the bottom line is that happiness is the key. So do whatever that makes you happy, and you'll be and
Yes.
success will follow you. So that is the mantra and the takeaway from what I have got talking to you. And tell us a bit about your family. You're born and brought up in Mumbai. You studied there, and you relocated to Kerala. So tell me a little bit about your personal life and your family, etc.
Yes. Born and brought up in Mumbai, did my schooling, my college there. Then at a very early age, I got married. I came to Kerala, Cochin, and I got married to Rajaram Shenoy. And I have two lovely kids, Janvi, who is 23, and Akshaj, who is 19. So yeah, I joined only after they were 10, like 10 or 15 years. I joined my family business, which is we have a tile business, Sri Venkateshwara Agencies. So that's how my journey began. But I gave my time to my kids though when they were small, and only after they grew a little bit bigger, I thought of why not think about me myself. And yes, I started with my journey with starting with the family business and side by side the dance and yoga.
That's great. So family support is very important to you, right? To
Yes, of
start all
course.
this. So
Yeah.
support from your husband and your kids and your family members go a long way to actually motivated you probably to take up yoga and start these classes and become an entrepreneur. So what are the future plans for you? I mean, are you going to continue the online classes, or are you going to switch to offline since we have vaccines coming out? So what are the future plans for you as a yoga instructor?
Definitely, I will be keeping one or two batches of my online classes, especially for my international students and for few people who cannot go to the classes. So for them, I'm always there. One or two classes I will be doing online classes. And after that, this year I'll be joining Belmont Hospital. It's a premium care hospital for everyone, and a panel of doctors, researchers, therapists, wellness coaches, and lifestyle experts all are coming together and treating people. So we are giving nice quality healthcare, which everybody can afford. What I feel is after every treatment, the main thing is healing part, right? So there my role comes where I can help the patient to heal better or faster. I believe yoga definitely heals you faster. So yes, I'm very proud to be a part of this project and looking forward for it.
Great. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And before I let you go, tell me a little bit about your hobbies other than yoga, dance, and choreography, and socializing and other and your family business as well.
Yes, I have loads of them because I never like to sit idle. So even when I was married, like I just got married, I used to do paintings, like Tanjore paintings. I've done many paintings when I was in the house itself. Then apart from dance and yoga, I love to play badminton and love to travel also. So yeah, like many of my hobbies.
Oh, that's great. That's great to know. So we'll conclude the interview. So that was Priti Shenoy and her journey as a yoga instructor, and it was so inspiring that she actually inspired a lot of our men, her mentees to take up yoga, and also she has international students, so she has got students across the globe. So yoga will keep you healthy and motivated, and also glow like Priti Shenoy. So if you want to contact Priti Shenoy, you can actually click on the link which is given in the description. And I wish you all uh, very happy new year. And until next episode, where we'll have another eminent guest, it is goodbye. And this is Sumit signing off.